So you've got more mature skin and you're realizing that the way you apply your blush just doesn't leave you looking the same way that you did even 3 years ago. No worries, I've got you covered because we're going to talk about blush placement to maximize the look of your face structure, not what you see on social media, because not everyone's face structure is the same. So by putting the blush where some influencer is telling you may not look the way you want it to look. We already covered bronzer and contour. I'll put that video right here in case you missed it. So today we're going to talk about blush and highlighter placement for your specific face structure so that you look your most naturally you with just a little flush of color. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for coming by. We're happy that you're here. My name is Jody, I am 54 and I love makeup. More importantly, I love gathering new products, new tips, new techniques, new hacks, and sharing them all with you. All right, so let's talk about blush. And you know, we're approaching tariff season, perhaps, here in the US, so we need blush that looks nice but doesn't cost a fortune. And I have really loved the Lumi by L'Oreal, so that's what we're going to use today. Use whatever blush you have. I would just recommend that if you have a cream blush, use it. If you don't have a cream blush but you have a cream lipstick that you really like, then use that instead. Don't worry about the actual label. Does it say blush? Don't worry about that. If it's the color that you like and the consistency that you like, your cheeks are just fine for placement. I also want to say I am wearing and I'm not trying to push a bunch of products on you, but I've been asked recently in more videos than I can count about my lip color, and I'm not always good about telling you what I'm wearing for the day. I talk about what we're putting on for a tutorial, but today I already have on my lipstick and I am wearing the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment, and this is in color Petal. So I just like to go for a lighter, more of a wash of color on my lips in spring and summer than an actual color. And I like the ones by Fresh. So again, that is in the color Petal. And it's just a nice mauve, I would say. And I don't have on any lip liner. All right, so when it comes to blush placement, the first thing to note is if you wear concealer, I put my concealer on before my blush because I want my blush to kind of go over the concealer and the foundation so that it looks like a flush of color everywhere. If you put on your blush first and then concealer, your concealer is going to cover up that blush placement, and that would look really unnatural because your blush doesn't stop right in wherever you put your concealer. So foundation, concealer, and then your blush. When we talked about contouring in the last video, we talked about contour goes from the corner of your mouth to the center of your ear. So I'm going to put a little dot there because your blush placement does work in alignment with your, clearly I'm not that talented, your blush placement can work in alignment with your bronze or your contour. So corner of mouth, center of ear, contour would go right about here. And then, I don't feel good today, you guys, so it's gonna be one of those videos. Now with the contour, I really only bring it to about the corner of my face. So let me just pull that around a little bit. So that's where your contour would go. In terms of blush placement, now again, this is for your face shape, and this blush is in Dewy Bright Pink. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I do find that this kind of a diffused placement on more mature skin, because mature skin is a little bit more textured. I love putting my cream blush or liquid blush on the back of my hand, pick it up with a big fluffy blush brush. Doesn't have to be expensive. This one's Wet n Wild. I have been sent nicer brushes. I've bought nicer brushes, and when it comes to my blush, this is the one that I use. I don't know that you can find it anymore, you guys, but my point of telling you that is whether it's e.l.f., whether it's Morphe, whether it's Wet n Wild, you don't need a big fancy brush. You just want one that doesn't shed. Pick up that blush on the back of your hand. See how pretty that color is going to be? Then where you want to place this is on top of that last bit of contour. So here's my contour. I want to put the blush at about the last third of my bronzer. Now you don't have to get so specific, but the point is you don't want to layer your blush directly on top of your contour. You want your contour to come out and then your blush to pick up almost the last third of that bronzer and forward around the corner of your face and then stop in the white part of your eye right where this goes on your cheekbone. Now, everyone's cheekbone is different. Your placement of your cheekbone is just different. So you don't want to put it where somebody on influencer, like I started the video, will tell you. You want to look at your face shape and then up towards that contour and then blend the two softly together. And see when you blend the two together, how that just looks very natural and your contour looks like it is part of your face. It doesn't look like you put contour there, and you can see the difference between both sides. Now, one thing that people like to do is put that blush on the apple of their cheek. I don't love to do that because, so say for example, if I was to smile and I put my blush up where the apple of the cheek is, when I'm not smiling, that drops a little bit. And I don't want that top of that blush to be that far down on my face. So my rule of thumb is I just stay on top of that contour, bring it around the roundness of my face, and then stop at about that white triangle of my eye in terms of the distance this way. And that's where I place it. And then just slightly stipple it out. And then as a final touch, I like to take my foundation brush with whatever's left from my foundation application and stipple that brush around the border of my blush so that I blur or soften that border, and there's no telltale signs of where that product stops and starts. It's almost an ombre effect from your concealer or your foundation right into that blush, and then you've got your natural look. You can see the difference between the two sides. And as a last step, if you want to use a bronzer, I just take a medium fluffy brush, go real lightly into your bronzer. This is by NYX. And then just bronze around in a figure 8 or a 3, because we're only going to do half the face. So right around there, I like to bronze, blend that in a little bit better. Go right around the top of your forehead. If your cheekbone structure is like mine, you probably want to avoid putting that bronzer right through the hollows of your temple. It just makes you look a little older. And then I take a really light dusting of that bronzer, go over the top, tap it, and then go right through here. You're not trying to change the color of your blush. You're really just wanting to add a little bit of that bronzer on top to give a more seamless look to your face. So really lightly, you saw. And you can skip this whole area if you want with your bronzer and just go right up through here, skip the temple, stay at the hairline, and then come down here and go across the chin and a little bit across the nose. Now, some people have recommended that you add blush up in this part of your face. I've seen tutorials where people are adding blush across their nose. You can do that if you want. I don't find that it looks natural. I think if I was in my 20s, maybe that cute little red nose might look better. But as I've gotten older, I've tried that and I just end up looking ridiculous. So I don't do that. So next you want to add a little bit of highlighter, and I am going to use this NYX. This is Buttermelt. This is in color You Butterwork. This is very, very pigmented when it comes to highlight. It's a pretty highlight. It's not really glittery or anything like that, but you don't need a lot. So I just like to go broop, broop, just like that. You can see how much highlight that gets, and then just rub that in. And I like to put the highlight right at the highest point of my cheek, so that will look good on anyone. So find that high, even if you don't have cheekbones like mine, find your cheekbone, and as you just turn your face a little bit and you're looking in a mirror and go, okay, where's the high point of my cheek? And you'll be able to see it as you shift your face around. Just look for that bone, and then that's where you want to put your highlighter. For some people, it might be right on top of your blush. For others, it might be literally above your blush. That is such a pretty highlight. You don't need much at all. Now, if you don't have that line from contour to give yourself a template of where to put your blush, no worries. Until you get used to it though, just give yourself this template and say, okay, I want to go from corner of my mouth to the center of my ear. That's where my contour would go. So just take your blush brush and go right above your finger and bring it around the roundness of your face. The dog's outside barking. I think the FedEx man is bringing her food. Really soft and pretty. There's less blush on my brush because I did this side first, so I don't need to go in with my foundation brush and diffuse the edges. But I do need to add highlighter because you can definitely tell the difference between the two. And if you look at me straight on, you can see where that contour takes this cheekbone and makes it a little bit more pronounced. That's why I don't wear a lot of contour as I've gotten older, because I've just lost so much volume through here that it already looks like I have on contour. And when I do contour, I just look way more skeleton than I would like. So I don't use contour. I will use a little bit of bronze at the end of the whole makeup look if I'm gonna be outside and want a bronzy summer look, but that's not that often either. And then my highlight, and just go right on that high point of my cheek. And again, everyone's high point of their cheek is going to be different, so I would encourage you to just spend a little bit of time in the mirror looking straight on and kind of shifting your head around so you can see where is that high point on your cheekbone, and that's where you want to put your highlighter. And then I just press it in. I don't wear a lot of highlighter as we're going into spring and summer simply because it's a little bit warmer out, so I kind of have a, I don't want to say I'm hot, but I am warmer, so I get a little bit more of a glisten or a sweaty shine. So I don't have the need to wear a highlighter, but you certainly can if you want to. And then I will go back in with my bronzer and just lightly bronze up the other side of my face. So that's how bronzer, contour, blush, and highlight can all work together. Now I've done a couple different videos on blush technique. A blush technique is very similar to an eyeshadow technique. You don't wear your eyeshadow the same way every single day. Where you put your dark color, sometimes it's out here, sometimes it's in a V, sometimes it's just one wash of color. Blush is very much the same way. The placement of the blush can change from makeup look to makeup look. So if you put your blush on this way and you're like, I don't really like the way that looked, no worries, try it a different way next time. The biggest thing when it comes to blush placement is you just want to make sure that you put the blush in the right place for your face, and you want to make sure that you're not putting down contour, then blush, then bronzer all on top of each other and giving yourself a muddy look. You really want each of those products to layer this way, not this way. Does that make sense? And again, when it comes to blush, just like eyeshadow, if you don't like the look, change the placement, but also change the shade. I personally have found that I like a neutral to cool pink. I don't really like peach colors on me. I find that they look a little too warm. Just like with my eyeshadow, my lipstick, I stay neutral to cool. So if you prefer neutral, cool, or warm undertones when it comes to your eyeshadow, chances are that's probably the same undertone that you'll like when it comes to your blush. So there's not a lot to learn with blush. In fact, the best part is there's really no rules. There's just a couple best practices. Figure out where you like your blush placement best and know that you can change the placement of your blush based on your overall look, and look for tones that you like. Again, cool, neutral, or warm. Well, that does it for me today, you guys. Thanks for spending some time with me today as we put on blush and get ready for the lighter makeup months ahead. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up and be sure to pass it along to any of your friends that you think might also enjoy learning more about blush and how to apply blush on our more mature skin. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in just a couple days. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.